I was 7 years old when I first saw an angel. Not the kind in storybooks with golden halos and flowing white robes. A real one. It was bleeding on my bedroom floor, its once magnificent wings now twisted and broken. I should have screamed, I should have run. Instead, I reached out and touched its feather.
Hello? Can you hear me? Are you dying?
The angel's eyes fluttered open. They were like looking into twin galaxies, stars swirling in endless darkness.
Child, you shouldn't be here.
Her voice sounded like wind chimes and thunder all at once. I wasn't afraid, just curious.
What happened to your wings? They're hurt.
I fell, some of us fall.
I didn't understand then what she meant. I was just a kid who wanted to help.
I can get bandages. My mom puts them on me when I get hurt.
No bandages can fix this, little one. What is broken in me cannot be mended by human hands.
I sat cross-legged beside her, watching as silver blood pooled beneath her broken form. The feathers that remained on her wings shimmered with colors I'd never seen before. Colors that shouldn't exist.
Can I touch them again, your wings?
If you wish.
I ran my fingers along the edge of a feather. It felt like electricity and silk, impossible and real all at once.
I wish I had wings like yours.
The angel's face changed then. Something dark passed behind those galaxy eyes.
No, child, you do not.
But I did. I wanted them more than anything. I dreamed about flying, about soaring above the clouds, about being special. The angel must have seen it in my eyes.
Listen carefully. What I am is not meant for your kind. These wings are a burden, not a gift.
But they're so beautiful.
Beauty can be the most dangerous thing of all.
She tried to sit up then, wincing in pain. More silver blood spilled onto my carpet.
I must go. Others will come looking for me.
Other angels?
Yes, and they cannot find me here.
I helped her stand, though she was much taller than me. Her wings dragged behind her, leaving silvery trails on my bedroom floor.
Will you come back?
No, and you must forget you saw me.
But I didn't forget. How could I? For years afterward, I dreamed of her, of those wings, of flying. I grew up, but the memory never faded. By the time I was 17, I'd become obsessed. I researched angels in every text I could find. I joined occult forums online. I drew wings constantly, trying to capture what I had seen that night. Then one night I found it. An ancient ritual buried in a dusty corner of the internet. A way to summon an angel. A way to get my own wings. The ritual was complex. It required rare ingredients, precise timing, and blood. My blood. But I was determined. It took me months to gather everything, to learn the words, to prepare, and finally on my 18th birthday, I was ready. I waited until midnight, then began. The candles, the symbols drawn in ash, the chanting in a language I didn't understand but had memorized perfectly. And finally the cut deep across my palm, my blood dripping into the center of the circle I had created. Nothing happened at first. I sat there, bleeding, feeling foolish. Then the air changed. It became heavy, charged with electricity. The candles flickered and shadows danced on my walls. And then...
You called, I came.
It wasn't the same angel from my childhood. This one was different. Her wings were intact, massive, folding behind her like living shadows. Her eyes were cold.
I want wings, like yours.
Of course you do. Humans always want what isn't theirs.
The ritual said you could give them to me?
I can, but there is always a price.
I'll pay it, whatever it is.
She smiled then, and it was terrible to behold.
You don't even ask what it is before agreeing? Fascinating.
Tell me then, what's the price?
For wings like mine? Your humanity.
I hesitated for the first time.
What does that mean exactly?
It means you will no longer be human. Not angel either. Something in between. Something other.
But I'll be able to fly?
Yes. You will soar above this world.
Then I accept.
She approached me, her movements liquid and unnatural. She placed her hands on my shoulders, and they were heavier than they should have been.
Very well. Remove your shirt and kneel.
I did as she commanded. The room had grown colder, and goosebumps covered my skin.
This will hurt more than anything has ever hurt you before.
Before I could respond, she placed her palms against my shoulder blades. At first, there was just pressure, then warmth, then pain. Blinding, white-hot pain that shot through every nerve in my body. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. I felt something moving beneath my skin, pushing outward, tearing through muscle and sinew. I don't know how long it lasted. Time lost all meaning in that agony, but eventually the pain subsided enough for me to become aware of my surroundings again. I was on my hands and knees, panting. Something heavy pulled at my back. Wings. My wings. They were smaller than the angels, but they were mine. Black as midnight with hints of deep blue when the light hit them just right.
They're beautiful.
They are, and now comes the hunger.
Hunger? What hunger?
Wings like these need sustenance. They feed on life.
A cold dread settled in my stomach.
What do you mean?
You will understand soon enough. The hunger will guide you.
She moved toward my window, her own wings extending.
Wait, you can't just leave. I don't understand what's happening to me.
You wanted wings, now you have them. The rest is your burden to bear.
And then she was gone, leaving me alone with my new appendages. At first I was ecstatic despite the lingering pain. I had wings, actual wings. I spent hours just looking at them, touching them, learning how to move them. They responded to my thoughts like they had always been a part of me. But by morning, the hunger she mentioned had begun. It started as a hollow feeling in my chest, different from normal hunger. By afternoon, it was a gnawing emptiness that made my wings droop and my vision blur. By evening, it was all I could think about. I tried eating. Normal food did nothing. The hunger remained, growing stronger, more insistent. My wings began to lose their luster, feathers falling out, leaving bare patches. I was desperate. That's when I heard it. The heartbeat of my neighbor's cat as it prowled outside my window. It was like a beacon calling to me. Before I knew what I was doing, I had the animal in my hands. I felt its life force, its energy, its essence, and I knew what I had to do. I won't describe what happened next. I can't. But afterward, the hunger subsided. My wings regained their shine. I felt powerful, renewed, and horrified at what I had done. But the hunger returned. Always stronger, always demanding more. I see. That wasn't enough the second time, or the third. I needed something bigger, something with more life to give. I tried to resist. Locked myself in my room, chained myself to my bed. But the hunger was relentless. It drove me mad with need. And one night, I broke free. My neighbor, an elderly man who lived alone. No one would miss him for days, I reasoned in my hunger-addled state. His life force was like a bonfire compared to the cat's candle flame. When I finished, my wings had grown. They were magnificent now, spanning nearly 15 feet when fully extended. I should have been horrified. I was, in moments of clarity. But the power was intoxicating. Flying for the first time that night, soaring above the city, feeling the wind through my feathers. It was everything I had dreamed of and more. But the hunger always returned, and it always wanted more. Weeks passed. People went missing. My wings grew stronger, larger, more beautiful. I began to understand what the angel had meant about losing my humanity. I could feel it slipping away, replaced by something cold and calculating. The part of me that cared about human life was fading. Then, one night, as I was hunting, I saw her again. The first angel, the one from my childhood. She was watching me from a rooftop, her wings now healed and magnificent.
You should have heeded my warning, child.
I'm not a child anymore.
No, you're a monster now.
Her words stung more than they should have.
I just wanted wings. I just wanted to fly.
And now you feed on innocent lives to maintain your stolen gift.
You don't understand the hunger. I can't control it.
I understand perfectly. I warned you that wings like these are a burden, not a gift.
Then help me. Tell me how to stop the hunger without losing my wings.
There is no way. The wings and the hunger are one and the same.
I felt despair wash over me.
And then what am I supposed to do?
You have two choices. Continue as you are, feeding on the innocent until someone stops you, and believe me, someone will.
Or what?
Or I can take back what was never meant to be yours.
I looked at my wings, spread wide behind me. They were beautiful, perfect, everything I had ever wanted.
Will it hurt?
Yes, but not as much as continuing down this path.
I thought about the people I had killed, the lives I had taken to feed my selfish desire, the humanity I had already lost.
Do it. Take them back.
She approached me, her expression softer now.
No.
I did. She placed her hands on my wings, and I felt a warmth spread through them. Not pain this time, but a gentle tugging sensation. I could feel them becoming lighter, less substantial.
Close your eyes.
I obeyed. The sensation intensified. It felt like parts of me were dissolving, returning to the air. But with each passing moment, the hunger that had tormented me for weeks began to fade.
It is done.
I opened my eyes and reached behind me. My back was smooth. The wings were gone. I felt human again. Weak, limited, grounded, but also free from the terrible hunger.
Thank you.
Do not thank me. This is mercy, not kindness. Remember what you have learned.
I will. I promise.
No human should have wings. They are not a gift, but a responsibility few can bear.
She spread her own wings, preparing to leave.
Wait, one last question. That night when I was 7, why did you come to my room?
I was running from my own kind. I had questioned things I shouldn't have. I was being hunted.
And now?
Now I have made my peace with what I am, as you must make peace with what you are.
With that, she was gone, soaring into the night sky with a grace I would never know again. That was 5 years ago. Sometimes, on clear nights, I still look up at the sky and feel a phantom itch between my shoulder blades. I dream of flying, of the power I once had, but then I remember the hunger, the lives I took, the monster I became. I just wanted my own wings. I never considered the weight they would carry, or the price others would pay for my selfish desire. So I remain grounded now, human, limited, and somehow finally free.